Welcome to Her True Story, a podcast about real women, real struggles, and real transformations. I am Nathalie. I'm a coach, a healer, and a lifelong listener. In each episode of this podcast, I will share the true story of Claire. Claire could be you. She could be me. Claire carries the voice of countless women, their doubts, their strength, their awakening. This is her true story, and maybe it's yours too. With today's episode, I will guide you to stop fixing and start loving. You don't need to fix what's broken. You need to see its beauty. You know the Japanese art, kintsugi? It does that beautifully. I am often struck by how many women I coach struggle to connect with their children, particularly with their daughters. I've heard many sentences like, "I don't like who she is. I don't recognize her anymore." These words are never said lightly. They carry heartbreak, confusion, and a deep sense of failure for mothers who so much want to bond, to protect, to love, and who suddenly feel disconnected. Maybe you've felt this too, that moment when disappointment creeps in, when judgment replaces curiosity, and when love turns into an urge to fix, to correct, or to protect. Let me tell you Claire's story with her daughter and what it revealed. Claire had shared many times how worried she was about her teenage daughter. Poor sleep, disordered eating, struggles at school, few close friends. Most of her time was spent locked in her room, cut off from the rest of the family. "I'm really worried about her," Claire confessed. "I feel like she's wasting her teenage years. She doesn't enjoy life like other kids, and I'm afraid that she won't pass her exams. She doesn't work as hard as she should." Worry and fear were obvious. But as she kept talking, something else emerged. "To be honest, I don't like what she has become. It really gets on my nerves. She has no sense of effort. I give her advice to go to bed earlier, no screens at night, exercise, morning routines. And I can see that she lies to me. She pretends she follows my advice, but she doesn't. And that really makes me feel angry." Then she added, almost apologetically, "I'm a very active woman, always moving, always doing something. I work hard, I exercise, I make time for my friends and for my family. I don't see myself in her at all." Worry, fear, anger, and on top of that, confusion and disconnection. I gently shifted the conversation. "Claire, tell me a little bit about your closest friends," I asked. "Do they resemble you in any way?" She smiled. "Oh, not at all. They're very different from me, actually. Different personalities, different styles. I love them exactly as they are, with their qualities and their flaws." Then she paused. "Okay, I see what you're pointing at," she said. "Of course, I love my daughter. What I don't like is seeing her suffer. It really breaks my heart. And it makes me feel guilty for being who I am. Strong, active, never giving up. And then she said something essential. You know, when I was young, I had very low self-esteem. I worked extremely hard to succeed. I'm really afraid that if she doesn't work hard enough, she will suffer the same way I did for her whole life. And there it was. This wasn't only about her daughter, it was about Claire herself. Her own wounds, her past pain, her unhealed fear, and her desperate wish to protect her child from it. What Claire couldn't see yet was this. By trying to fix her daughter, she was unknowingly taking away her power. The power to struggle, to learn, to grow, to build her own resilience by herself, to fly with her own wings. How often do we fall into this trap? In parenting, in relationships, in business. We love people for who we believe they could become, not always for who they truly are. And when they don't match that inner picture, we push, we judge, we correct, we try to shape them for their own good. But the more we try to fix others, the more distance we create. True connection only exists when we allow people to be who they are, even when it's uncomfortable, even when they struggle, even when their path doesn't look like the one we imagined. Often what we express as worry, fear, disappointment, or anger is actually something else. An unspoken need, an unresolved wound, a past that hasn't been forgiven. And very often we ask from others the love, the reassurance, and the approval that we struggle to give ourselves. So the next time someone's behavior triggers you deeply, I invite you to pause. Instead of trying to correct, to protect, or to lecture them, ask yourself, what do I need right now to stay calm, loving, and grounded? Let them be who they are. Let them live what they have to live. Be present, be supportive. Share your love, not your fear. Your trust, not your story. Don't dim their light with your own past. Let them shine in their own way, with their scars and their wounds, but beautifully unique. Thank you for being here today with me. I won't fix you, but I can guide you to love yourself more and see your beauty behind your scars.